All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to do a thank you video. I want to do a thank you video to all the people that helped me keep all these beasts back here behind me looking good, running good on the road so that I can enjoy them and do videos for you guys. So you guys that know me and follow the channel know that I value good service. And if someone gives me good service, if someone takes care of me, then I want to take care of them. I want to give them my business, and not only that, I want to refer them to other people, and I want to get their name out there. I want to help them out as much as possible and give them a shout out. And that's really what this video is all about today. I want to thank the people behind the scenes, you guys that you don't see, people you don't see that are doing services for me, taking care of me and everything like that, and keeping all these vehicles running, looking good, sounding good, and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So let me just start out, no particular order. First one I'm going to talk about is Jesus from Gold Coast Detailing. He was just out yesterday and detailed all my cars out, and you guys, you can see they all are shining up really good. They look really good. It just all came out really great, and he is really a great detailer. I have been doing business with him now for a couple of years. He's mobile, he comes to me, he always takes good care of me. He's very reasonable, he does a very good job. I have referred him to a few of my friends, a few of my buddies, and everyone has been very happy with his services. So you know, I cannot say enough good stuff about him. He comes out, he spends like an entire day on all my vehicles, gets them all polished up and looking good, and really just makes them look excellent. So if you need a detailer, definitely hit him up. I'm going to put his information in the description below. If you're in the Central Valley here and you're looking for someone, definitely hit him up and tell him I sent you. He'll give you a good deal, take care of you, I promise. Okay, the next big shout out that I've got to give is to Cars Etc. Rigo and Fidel over there have done a lot of work for me here, especially in the last, I'd say 3 or 4 months. I've had a lot of vehicles going in and out. They do paint and body, and they have done work on the General Lee right there. They've done work on the Plymouth. They have done work on the Lightning, which came out outstanding, and very recently just came back, they have done work on the Firehawk. If you guys remember the Firehawk, I had them paint the rear bumper, and that came out excellent. I got rid of all the red that was down there. There was a bunch of red in here. They got rid of that, repainted that. I got rid of the hood tack, repainted the hood, the nose, down the other side. They just did an excellent job. They knocked it out of the park. And the best thing about them is that when they tell me it's going to be done in like a couple of days or a week or whatever, they're fast, they're on it. They usually deliver right in that time frame. And if you guys know, paint and body people normally will tell you like maybe 2 weeks, ends up being like 2 months, and you're still waiting for your vehicle. These guys are really good. They do great work. They've matched up paint very well for me and done an excellent job. I cannot say enough good things about them. That's why I send them my business, and also I'm going to put their information in the description below. So if you need paint and body and you're in this area, Turlock, Central Valley area, whatever, trust me, they're worth the drive. You will not be disappointed in the service and the quality of work that they will do for you. Next in line, I've got to give a big shout out to my buddy Jesse at Discount Tire. With a name like Discount Tire, you would assume that he basically just does wheels, tires, brakes, suspension, and that he does. He's very good at that, but he also does a lot of general mechanical stuff. He actually fixed all the electrical issues on my Lincoln, my daily driver, which I was actually ready to take it to the dealership and spend the money to get all that fixed and taken care of, but he did it. I'm sure he saved me a lot of money over what the dealership would have charged me, and he does really good work. As a matter of fact, just had a check engine light come on in this thing, took it down to him, he reset it, got it back on the road, no problem. So big thank you to Jesse. He always takes really good care of me. He always does a really good job for me, and goes above and beyond. So I'm also going to put his description. Basically, I'm going to put everybody's information in the description below, so that if you need any of their services, definitely go down there, grab their information, hit them up, tell them I sent you, and all these people are going to take very good care of you. Okay, next I've got a couple of honorable mentions. These are people I don't go to a lot because I don't need their services a lot, but provide very good service when I do. The first one is going to be Al at Al's Transmission. Him and his son Nathan run the shop. They've always taken very good care of me. They've always went above and beyond, and they do general mechanical work too, so it's not just like a transmission goes out, I go to them. I go to them for a lot of different stuff. And and they've always come through. They've always been successful for me, and if they couldn't do it, they tell me right up front without wasting my time, their time, or anything like that. Hey, sorry Mike, this is beyond us, send it to another shop or whatever. And trust me, that's happened I think once actually. So definitely a big shout out to Al and Nathan. They knock it out of the park every time I ask them to, so big thumbs up to them. The next one that I want to give a shout out to is Arnold at Mendoza's. I think it's Mendoza's Unlimited Upholstery. It's here in Turlock, and I've been going to him. I've had him do a little work on my Pantera. I've had him do some work on the General Lee and Fiero. Let's see, I know he's done some other work. Oh, my Lincoln, he just did some work on my Lincoln, and he always does an excellent job. He's very reasonable, on time, which is another thing I really appreciate. He's very quick about getting things done, sometimes even a little too quick, and kind of surprises me. But yeah, big shout out to him. Again, all the information for both Al and Arnold is going to be in the description below. If you need any mechanical, if you need transmission, if you need upholstery, hit them up, they'll take care of you. Okay, last and certainly not least, I've got to give a huge, and I do mean a huge, shout out to my mechanic Eddie. Eddie and I actually met on Craigslist. I found him on Craigslist as a mobile mechanic, had him come out and do a fuel pump for a 62 Thunderbird that I had back in the day, and that was like 6 years ago, and he has been my go-to mechanic ever since. It's developed into a great relationship. He's also a great friend of mine. He lives right next door to me, so you know I gotta like the guy. But he does. He knocks it out of the park. He helps me out so much. And quite honestly, if I didn't have him, I would spend a lot of money keeping his vehicles on the road, and probably wouldn't have near the amount of vehicles that I do have right now. So a big, huge thank you to Eddie. He does outstanding work, and again, it's one of those things that if he can't do it, he lets me know, and then I send it out to somebody that can. But you know what? 99% of the time he comes through, and he delivers. So big, huge thank you to him. I'm not going to put his information in the description below, just primarily because I keep him pretty busy with my stuff, and you know he's semi-retired, so he doesn't do a lot of mobile stuff anymore. Basically, he'll do a few things on the side for friends and things like that, but for the most part, he's my mechanic, and you guys can't have him. So I'm going to wrap up this video with just kind of a quick update on things. I'm standing here in front of the 370 right now, and I'm going to kind of get your guys' thoughts and opinions on this, but I know I've been talking about doing a build on this and trying to build a little bit more horsepower out of it. Already ordered all the parts, and supposed to probably be going in towards the end of this month to have all this stuff done and maybe a few other things. And you know, I'm thinking right now the car's probably right around 350 rear wheel horsepower. I would like to shoot for around 450, but I'm kind of having second thoughts about doing this build. Part of me is like going back to that old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. And you know, really the car is pretty fast. Every time I drive it, it impresses me. It's not a real powerhouse off the line, but once this thing gets rolling, builds boost, it really moves very, very nicely. And I'm very happy with it. And I'm kind of like worried, okay, if I start tinkering with it or doing things with it, maybe it might be faster. It should be faster. It should be more impressive, but just thinking about what it's going to take to get there and the money spent and everything like that. So I'm really thinking I may not do this build. I may just leave it alone, enjoy the car. I love the car. I mean, the car is just absolutely beautiful. I've got to say, I really do think that this is probably one of the most beautiful vehicles Nissan's ever made. And I enjoy it. I enjoy driving it. It is a fun car to drive. It is an enjoyable car to drive. So I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I really do. I think I've talked myself into the fact I'm just going to go ahead and try to either return the parts or sell the parts or whatever I can do, and just leave it alone, enjoy it the way it is, and focus on other things, other projects, other maybe new vehicles that might be coming in the shop. I didn't say that. No, I did not say that. Shh. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would appreciate it. Stand here in front of the one orange car that I have here in the shop. The other orange car is over at the workshop. Of course, I'm talking about the 71 Camaro. If you guys don't know, you haven't followed the channel, I have a 71 Camaro, 572 big block, turbo 400, 389 gears, beautiful build, beautiful car, and I've had it now about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, and it's just never run right. There's just always been something wrong, and as near as I can tell, it's probably fuel delivery, but we have tried just about everything we can possibly think of, and it's got a fast fuel injection system on it, or I should say it had, because it's been pulled off, and going back to a carburetor, going to a Demon 850 that was originally on the motor before. Owner before said the car ran really great with the carburetor on it, so we're going back to that. I really just think it's the fuel injection system. Something maybe about it and the motor just don't mix. I'm not really sure. Maybe something's defective in the injection system. I don't know. But Eddie has completely pulled it out. He's put the carburetor back on, and actually right now we're waiting on one little fitting, one little $8 fitting that's coming from Summit. Hopefully should be here in the next couple of days, and put that on, get the whole thing tuned, fine-tuned, everything like that. And I'm hoping, because I keep saying this, I am hoping and praying that this car will be ready and I can actually do a video on it. I've been promising this video for a while, and I haven't been able to deliver because, quite honestly, the car doesn't run. You know, I could walk you guys around the car, I could show you the build, I could sit behind the driver's seat and make engine noises and pretend like I'm driving, but that's not going to be any fun for you or me. I want to wait until the car's right, and you know, regardless, I want the car running, I want it working right. Stuck with it. I have made a commitment to get this car running and to see it through, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Whether or not I'll keep it when it's all said and done, I don't know. I might end up getting rid of it, but I still really like the car. So I think once it's running right and performing the way it should, I will probably keep it and enjoy it for a little while, take it to some shows, and have a little fun with it. But that's the update. Carburetor's back on. We're just waiting on one little part. That's it. That's the way it usually works, right? One little part. So with that, I'm going to end the video now. Like I said, just really this is all about just giving a big shout out to the people that support me and people behind the scenes that you guys don't get to see, that really make all these vehicles run and look good. Again, huge thank you to everybody. As always, don't forget to like and share. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. I am really trying to get this channel to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So 2021, I want to see 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's very doable, halfway there already, so please help me out. I appreciate anything you guys can do. God bless, take care. Guys, have an absolutely amazing day.